How's it, everybody? Clink here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we have the Dokkan Fest STR baby. We got him 55% level 1 links right out the gate here, so we're going to test him out here. It has been 10 long years. We have waited for Dokkan Fest, baby, and he is finally here in the 10-year anniversary year, no less. A year of many firsts, I should say. So, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's jump on in. So, while in the Super Baby 1 state, we have Key 2, attack defense 250%, a 70% chance of evading enemies' attacks. We have Garb, and we're giving Corroded Body and Mind allies 50%. And then when attacking with Hope or More Key, we have attack defense 250%, and chance of evading enemies' attack 10%. And starting from the 5th turn, we can transform, or 3rd turn with 3 or more Corroded Body and Mind and GT bosses allies on the team. So we are going to run him on Omega's team for access to that sweet domain. So let's just go ahead and rock it here. So taking a look here, turn 1, not looking the craziest, but you know, we do kind of expect that because you know, the Super Baby one is really just your support and dodge. He's not going to really get any crazy until we transform. So 13 coming out the gate. Remember, we don't have Big Bad Bosses active because we... Ooh, there we go. And we get the dodge too. Nice. I do like this. Yeah, so, I mean, coming out the gate here, you know, nothing too crazy expected. We don't really have good links with Omega. We did bring the... since we are doing the Dismal Future... not Dismal Future. Since we are doing the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will, we can actually utilize the Int Baby. So we'll be using him as a link partner. I'm hoping he gets... I mean, the Easy A17 is not going to be the greatest link partner for him, so I am hoping he does get a good link partner by the end of this celebration. Maybe part 2 could be like a standalone baby, you know, like adult baby or teen baby, something like that. And then maybe he can have like an active skill to go into one of the different Saiyans. I don't know, something. He needs a good partner because his best partner can't be used in 98% of the content. So obviously that's going to be a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's grab this. So we'll keep one rotation, the 2 roses, and then, you know, I'm feeling like I shouldn't have brought Sen for this, but whatever. Yeah, probably would have been a better choice to bring... Oh, nice. We get that little bit of dodge there. Probably would have been nice to... we probably should have brought a different support unit, but is what it is. We needed either 3 GT bosses or 3 Corroded in Body and Mind, so I went with the 3 GT bosses route here. So, right, the 2 Omegas and the Sen would cover that. So, we should... Oh, of course he procs the giant form now. I can't ever get this to proc on a run when I was trying to showcase him, but dude will do it right. You know what? That's fine, because actually this phase is a pain in the butt. At least we'll cancel the super from these guys. Although we probably could have dodged it. I mean, honestly, it probably would have been nice to see what... Probably would have been nice to see what he does here. Alright, so on this next turn, though, we will activate Omega's Domain. I just kind of wanted to stall it a turn there, right? Because we didn't want to run out of the domain by the end. There we go. Alright, nice. Oh, we're really doing this. Okay. Wow. Like I said, crazy, because I can't ever get... Alright, I'm going to actually... Oh, okay, that didn't work. I was going to say, maybe we... Okay, we'll just take the 4. Okay. There we go. We'll try to avoid some supers here, so that way we can actually let Baby attack when he transforms, so that way he can stack up. That's what we need him to do. Yeah. Wow, we're actually doing... Like I said, I can't ever get this giant form to proc any other time. But now what I'm trying to do is showcase for the other Bro, we actually got all 3 turns. Are you kidding me? This won't happen in any other run I ever do, but today we've decided that this was going to happen. Okay, like I said, we'll go ahead and we'll just cancel out these attacks, so at least we can get some stacks on the Dokkan Fest, baby. Crazy, that's what happened here. There we go. Okay, he actually procs an additional super. I swear to God, if this kills. Alright, good. Alright. There we go. Now we have the transformation into Super Baby 2, and I love the transformation animation. Like, it's so clean. Despite the fact that it's an automatic transformation, right? So it has no voiceover. It's still pretty clean. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That looks good. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. Okay. So taking a look here, right? Now that we are transformed, we get key 3, attack and defense 250%, great chance of evading enemies' attack, guards all attacks, corroded body and mind. Allies now have 60%, and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to STR. When attacking with 12 or more key, we get 250% extra attack and defense, and we have an additional 20% chance to evade. Now that is once only, so it's only going to be right now, which is helpful because this turn we need to stack up, right? And when all allies are extreme class, we have a scouter, which is nice. So we will have a scouter on this team. And when all allies attack at the same turn, are corroded body and mind, we have an additional damage reduction rate and increased chance for a critical hit. Now, we will not have that active because we're not running full corroded body mind. That's going to be a pretty difficult one to run unless they give us a second corroded body mind character for part 2. That's going to be a pretty difficult one to proc because the team isn't the greatest at the moment. Now, with 3 or more key spheres obtained or superclass enemy, when we get a key sphere, we get an additional 120% attack and chance for one critical hit 30%. And with 5 or more key spheres obtained, or if there's an Earthbred Fighters enemy, when obtaining a key sphere, we have additional 120% and chance for one critical hit 30%. So we're actually going to have that active because these guys, oh, well, not the last one. We will need to get the 5 because these guys are not on Earthbred Fighters, but we will have the superclass passive. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And remember, we have 90% damage reduction this turn, so that's going to be really nice. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and pop that Omega Domain here.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Alrighty, so let's see where we're at here. So defensively, this turn is going to be a little rough, but that's why he has that extra dodge, right? So we'll be able to stack up, yeah. So 179 is what we're looking at, but we should be around 2 million by the end of this turn. We should have our additional super, so if we do proc that additional super, and then plus, of course, we're benefiting from Omega's Domain here. There we go. Ooh, no way did we just miss 290% dodges. Alrighty, so we went ahead and reloaded there because that was bogus. Can't believe that actually happened. So we're gonna go ahead and chuck him in slot 1 here, so we can see we can see there is a super attack there at the end. But between the 2 babies and then Rose attacking, we should be fine here. Now again, we're missing everything except big bad bosses here, and with the domain up, we're a little over 260k now with this because Rose is also giving us some support. So it is a little bit better. Now looking here, right, one thing to note is now we are stacking, so that should be pretty helpful here. So let's go ahead and do this, and okay, much better this time. So we actually had the 2 damage reduction, so 30 million here, not bad. And remember, we are going to get that additional super, so that'll stack up twice. Now we probably not going to be proccing the hidden potential. I do recommend going additionals for him so you can get that potential 3rd super to just help him stack faster. You are going to want that. There we go. Ooh, look at that. We don't even have to worry about Rose. Thank you. Beautiful. Alrighty, so a little bit of saving there. Lucky us. Okay, so let's do that. Let's grab this here. Oh, that did not work out well. Okay, well. Okay, hopefully Rose... Okay, thank goodness. Rose does not have to take the super. Alright, and we don't have to worry. We actually don't have to... I was going to say, worried a little bit about Sin, but actually Omega's going to cancel that attack, so we actually don't have to worry about Sin there. Okay. Oof. Okay, Rose is probably going to eat a super here. There it is. Okay, but he should be fine post-super. So, shouldn't have any... Especially with the domain up here. And then Omega's going to lower the attack a little bit. Yeah, okay. So that'll help. Oh, look at that. I love that. Omega rocking it there. Okay, so... Beautiful. And then now we don't have to worry about Sin taking that attack after only getting 4 key spheres. Perfect. And then, so hopefully... Well, let's see where these supers are on the next rotation here. Beautiful. Alright, Sen gets another attack. So, I mean, he's not fully maxed out, but, I mean, he's still doing pretty good considering we only got 4 key spheres with him. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I feel like... Oh, wow. Okay, so that domain's gone. And then we should... Okay, so we can proc the other domain, but it'll be gone by the time we get to Trunks, and I don't know if I want to do that. 1 million. He's at 1 million. That's crazy. Does he stack? He doesn't stack, does he? Raises attack and defense. Oh, that's going to be a little tough. Okay, but you know what? I mean, what is he at? 300k? But he's 2 million post-super. So what if we do this? Alright, because I do want to keep these guys together. Do we proc Omega's domain, or do we wait a turn, right? Because next turn, well, next turn is going to go right into Trunks. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do it. All right. So we proc the second domain. Maybe we should have waited on the other domain. I actually activated it a turn early. That's fine. All right, so let's do this here. All right, hopefully we dodge this time. Yeah, okay, we actually get to dodge this time. And then there we go, 27 million, because, you know, Omega's not supporting, well, he is, but, through damage reduction, which we did get, because we did get the Rainbow Key Sphere, but we do get the double super, right, so that does help us, right, so, you know, he can't really slot 1 it, I mean, as you can see early on, but for the first couple of turns, it's not too bad. Alrighty, so now, alright, let's go ahead and do that number. Okay, let's grab that. And then let's send off Omega. Now, Trunks usually super slot 3, but knowing my luck, he's about to super slot 1. Okay, he did not, thank goodness. I was going to say, knowing my luck, that tends to happen, is he super slot 1. Excellent. Okay, now what I would really like is for us, I don't know, Trunks has some pretty high damage reduction, so let's see here. I would like to be in the Fizz phase and use the Giant form, but I don't know if Omega can kill here. I think if we had Sen, we probably could. There we go, 40 million. Yeah, he does a lot better. Yeah, if we had Sen on, if we had Sen on rotation, this would be a little bit better for him. There we go. Okay, and are we going to eat that super? No, we're not. We canceled the super. Okay. Alright. Oh, and there's the super once again in the middle. So do we use the Giant form now? Because we're not going to kill here, but at the end of this next turn, we will go into the next thing. Well, we will go into the Fizz phase, so maybe we do use this, and then that'll automatically convert him into... Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's do that, because then that'll automatically bring him into the Fizz phase. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make sure our animations are off. We don't want to skip the animations. And let's go ahead and let's do babies active.
Lord Baby, this is the Blood's wave amplifier. Right now!
Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so now we're in giant form, and you can see that we do have the triple active skill going on. So we have attack 300%, receives an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained, and performs a critical hit. And then on our super attack effect, we are massively raising attack and causing destructive damage. Now that active skill that we're going to do is going to raise our attack by 1700%. Because one thing to note about giant forms is, like, although our baby is stacking, stacks don't carry over to giant form. Giant form is considered a whole new character. So yeah, but what I am curious, and this is one thing I'm excited to find out, is if we can actually use this active skill multiple times. So let's see what happens here. Let's do the first one.
Suppose everything. I'll vaporize you to nothingness. Revenge Deathfall.
Okay, yeah, not a whole lot of damage, but again, that's because this trunk... Okay, so you cannot use it multiple times. Alright, good to note. Well, let's see how much damage... There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's see how much damage he does here. Okay, not a whole lot. Okay, so that's a bit rough. Giant form's a little disappointing. But, okay, to be fair, we are level 1 links, 55%, so... But, I mean, I guess it's a free super turn. I think that the super could have actually done a lot, or the active skill could have done a lot more damage here if we actually had, Link leveled him a little bit, and we weren't fighting this Int Trunks, who has, like, 1 billion damage reduction. No, it's not 1 billion. What is it? It's something pretty high. I think it's, like... Oh, it's 80% damage reduction, which is pretty high for a boss. Yeah, so okay. Oh, okay. We get the second. Okay, so we're just rocking giant forms today. Okay, and look, we are in the Fizz phase, so we're gonna cancel the super in the Fizz phase too. Dang it! I wanted to try to pit him against that super. See, now my only problem with this is, as much as I would love to get the key spheres, we have Sen on rotation, and we have to play around that. Okay. As long as we can get them at least 6 key spheres, we'll be fine. Alright, so... Actually, I'm not sure, since... Okay, well, one giant form canceled the super of the Int phase. Will this giant form cancel the super of this phase? It usually doesn't work like that. Since this is the second giant form. So we might not cancel this super. I suppose we'll find out when we get out of this, because, again, the great thing about Baby that I love is on a full extreme team, he does have a scouter, which is nice. Okay, we do get the second turn here. Okay, so let's try, if we can, I want to try to set up Sen here. Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. Alright, we'll get some little bit of damage in. There we go. I see, I do like this Int Baby. It's a shame that this is like the only event you can use him in. Well, this and the Shadow Dragons event. They really need to unblock this. There's no reason to keep these guys blocked out of this event. Okay, alright, and now we're out. So, moment of truth. Did we cancel the super? We did. Okay. Very well then. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this with him. Does he need key spheres? I don't think he does, right? Another Inhuman Deeds, additional attack, Pure Sands for every attack performed. Okay, so he should be filled up by then. Okay. Alright, no, he doesn't. So hopefully we do this right, and we get the key spheres with Sen. And then we just need Sen to not die to the normal over there. Okay. Alright, we get the dodge. We get the dodge, 70%, right? We're 70% right now. Okay, 24 million. This is... Do we have... I don't know. I don't think our domain is up, because... No, the domain is still up. Okay, that's a bit rough. Alright, so without support, 55%. No big bad bosses. I think that's the main problem, right? Is big bad... I mean, this is typical. If we die here, we die. I've seen what I need to see from him. So, if we die here, we die. If not, we blast the crap out of this guy with Rose on the next turn. I don't think... Well, I don't know. Can Baby survive this? I mean, he does have some dodge in him. Maybe. Oh, yeah, totally. Double digits. What are his normals? His normals are pretty high, actually. Normals are 2.2 million. Okay, that's nice. That's pretty good, considering type disadvantage. Okay, now we disabled the enemy's guard. And I think Sen with 8 key shears, right? Because we got his full. We technically we only need 6. You need the 7 for the debuff, but obviously Trunks can't be debuffed, so that doesn't matter. So he might be okay post super here. Oh yeah, totally. Okay, I gotta stop underestimating my units, man. Okay, and now for the fun part. Okay, let's go ahead and chuck Rose here, and let's do Zamas's active.
Bear witness as I show you the power of my divine light. Age of Judgment!
You bum. Okay. He lived. I was hoping he wouldn't, but whatever. Alright, let's toss Rose back in front here. No idea where that super is, so let's just do this. If we die, we die. I guess, as the saying goes. No more domain, but I think we're good, honestly. Yeah. If we were below 60%... there goes... Of course he's super slot 1. Bro, never super slot 1, but... yeah. Whatever. Can Rose live this? I don't think so. It's like a 7. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Once again, just gonna stop underestimating these guys. Okay. Well, here we go. This should finish up here. Yeah, Zamas would be fine in slot 1, I think, if we were below 60%, but I think not being below 60% makes me feel like, probably not a good idea. That's fine. Okay, Bro needs to do additionals. This is like the 3rd turn where he's refused to do an additional super. Alright, that's okay. Alright, AGL Rose, although he hasn't gotten hit at all, and he needs to be hit to build up, so this could... oh, sheesh. This could potentially be a little scary here. Maybe... I mean, we just need him to not die to the normals. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, Omega, do your thing, please. Or actually not. It'll be kind of cool to see where Baby is at. Oh no, he's dead. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so, well, there we go. Excellent. Okay, alright, great showcase. I loved it. So, there you have it, folks. There is Dokkan Fest Baby at 55%. You know, it's typical villain nonsense, right? 55% level 1 links is like the worst way to look at a villain. It really is. I'm honestly considering just not doing level 1 link showcases for 55% villains, because this is not Baby's true performance. It really is. Right? We expect, right, post super, I mean, here it sucks that Dokkan doesn't show us the defense, but here 55% level 1 links, right? Post super on that initial transformation turn, we're probably talking just under 2 million defense. But if he were level 10 links, right, even with a dupe or 2 in him, we're talking over 3 million by the end of that second super. So, right, like, that's the kind of difference we're talking about with Baby. And, the performance here is not indicative of his true performance, even though Omega is probably his best team, unless Corroded Body and Mind gets some wanked support here in the coming weeks. Omega's team is still probably going to be his best team just because of the domain it provides, the extra support. Now, we didn't bring extra support. We probably could have done without Sin and brought a different support unit, like maybe the Shadow Dragons or something would have been fine. But this, this is still pretty good performance for a 55%. for 55% villain unit. The thing with Baby is, like Broly, in shorter events, you're not really going to see any craziness out of him, right? He's a stacker. He's going to be meant for long events. So, like, the Broly fight's going to be pretty decent for him. Although he can't dodge, right? Having the ability to know where the scouters are will help the rest of Omega's team in that fights. And then, obviously, having long events like Festival of Battles, he's going to do phenomenal in, because he's going to be able to stack up, and you're going to really be able to see the kind of numbers he can truly do. But even without that, right, he's got a lot of tech in both long and short events because of his high dodge and scouter ability. That makes him pretty good for Omega's team for even the special battle events and the Hybrid Saiyans events, because those, you know, any unit with a scouter is incredibly valuable. And so the fact that Baby, granted it's turn 3, right? The fact that Baby can provide that for his teams is incredible. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of Dokkan Fest Baby? We waited 10 years for this moment. Did he meet your expectations? What do you think in the comments down below? Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.